Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello.
Nyoket.
Friday,
With the
July
worst camera
25th.
angle ever.
Oh, yeah, it's not getting your good side?
No, it's getting my face too much. I don't like it. I'm about to
Yikes.
just move it some more.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday, July 25th. We are at the well,
Day.
Family Wellness Day here at 1950 South Shepherd. We got about 10 to 15 programs that are out today. We got the MMU here for the kids. We have the state MMU. What do they check
Yeah,
for?
then we have an 18. So they're doing physicals also if you're not a
A
IHS
tribal member? Or yeah,
patient.
IHS
We
patient.
have JOM here giving out school supplies. I think there's about 20 programs. We got free glizzies for you glizzy eaters.
Glizzy
And
gobblers.
yeah, gobblers, goblins. But yeah, we had a good turnout yesterday.
Yes, we did. It went great. It went pretty good. I couldn't see it going any smoother than that. Any afterthoughts
Yeah.
My
of
heart
Any
was
regrets?
beating 142 minutes an hour after I got done speaking because I checked my watch.
you
and
looked at it?
Yeah, and I showed Theta because I could just feel it, and she just started cracking up. But
Yeah.
it was good. I was nervous, but everyone did good.
Like it was a good introduction into, like I it's just what we do. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? So I y'all missed the question last night, but of course leave it up to Nat to ask y'all, why do y'all think it's so important to share your story? And I thought about that a long time ago when I was trying to convince myself like I can do this. Because I had to convince myself because I was the last one to believe it, right? So kind of just thinking about it, and it's always about your experience, your strength, and your hope. Like I don't know, like we all got them experiences, with substance use, and you have to find strength in that somewhere, somehow, and then it comes out as hope. So I mean, I think it's powerful. I think everybody has a story, and if we all got to a place where we could share it, like I don't know, like so, like my thoughts about last night was everybody did great.
Mhm.
Like I hated that Shayna, like before it even started, she kind of had her mind made up. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna say as less as possible. And then as soon as it was done, I was like, "Me did a good job." She's like, "I did horrible." Like
Yeah,
you said
everybody's so
five
hard on
words.
themselves. Yep.
You said 5 words. You didn't mess that up. So I thought everybody did good. It flowed.
Mhm.
There wasn't a lot of uh uh like everybody said what they had to say, and hopefully we can see some growth.
Yeah, I mean, I think we did because, like, I mean, after the cameras cut, we had more people come up and speak. We had
Yeah.
33-year birthday, we had a 10-year birthday, and 2 9 months.
Yeah,
I think those were very impactful too. So it was more than
definitely.
just what everybody saw online, but what they saw online was still impactful because I mean, we got to see, Theta open up, we saw Tatum open up, Desi just hanging on, playing with the keyboards and stuff.
Yeah.
And then saw Shayna and Ron talk too, and it shows like how something can bring all of us together, no matter how we perceive it or how we go about it. And so we got to see just little insights on people's perspectives, and I think that's good to see because if we just have one solo person, not everybody's gonna find something in
Yeah.
common. But if we have a bunch of little stories, we're seeing more and more people will be interested. So like we had a gentleman asked specifically for Ron to answer a question
Yeah.
because he wanted his perspective, and then we see more people figuring out who they connect to the most. I mean, the
Yeah.
connections are still there for everybody, but there's always somebody that sticks out. To
Sticks
you.
out in the rest. Yeah.
And so I hope to see a lot more of that. And I thought, I mean, it was a fun night. Like it was
Yeah.
hot. I mean, I was dying back here, but but food was good.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help that we eating stew.
Yeah, stew steaming over the pot and everything.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see again because like we never are all together.
I know,
Like
right?
Aw.
like it's so weird. Like we're always missing like two or three of us.
Yeah. Somebody
And
always got an excuse.
yeah, and so I thought it was cool that like I think that was the first time
We
all
actually
9 of us were
yeah.
together and since
doing the
what,
same thing.
March? Yeah, I know, not just hanging out. Um, but yeah, and it was a fun time. And then Belinda got her card, which she celebrated her 9 months, which was
9
great.
months. Yeah, she's improved.
Yeah, she's improved. That
Oh
was
my
what one of the people
Yeah, that was
wrote on her card.
The best.
Yeah, best thing I've ever seen. It just says you've improved.
You've improved.
yeah.
Could do better,
Yeah.
but you've improved.
Yeah, you've gone from worse to less worse.
I don't know why, but I feel like Isaiah wrote that.
Yeah, we were
He,
talking
did,
about
he said he had to dig deep.
yeah,
for
digging,
that.
speaking from the heart.
Yeah.
There was a tear that actually hit the cardboard from
Yeah.
that.
He actually thought about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Had people writing happy birthday, scribbling it out. It was the best
Yeah.
thing ever.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
But-
was cool
Oh,
though.
I think Belinda wants to show her sign.
Oh, Belinda wants
well,
to
come
show
over
her
here. Here, show it
sign.
to
Yeah,
her.
come
Belinda's
around.
been working on this sign
It
for
is
4 hours.
what she's gonna do with it. I don't know,
this
but
is just she
Gonna sell
wants
it.
some wall art.
Raffle.
Look, there you go.
what does it say?
Wow.
I can't see it anyway. So
Oh.
let me get a gander at it.
Yeah. So it's this side.
I'm so
Wow.
blind it still says
You
nothing.
can't even see it on camera.
I'm. s-
You
just-
can't see nothing.
What does it
Yeah.
say?
It's from poppin' fringes. No. From poppin' bottles to poppin' fringes.
Okay.
And so she's gonna have a champagne bottle, and then a fancy dancer. I think, right? I don't know.
Or your
There you
bottle's
go,
gonna
there
be
you go.
wearing
Now-
a shawl.
Now you can see it.
Your bottle should be wearing a
Oh
shawl.
yeah, it should. Yeah. But we're trying to prep for the parade while we're waiting here. Trying to think
Well,
what else happened?
Thank you for the attempt.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully that improves too.
Yeah, you've improved. You've truly improved. Well, yeah. So we will be here till what? 5 o'clock.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't end till 6.
Yeah, the flyer says 6,
We'll just
but
be
I
here
don't know.
till
It,
5.
it just changes all the
I
time.
already got my 40.
Yeah.
I just showed up
I
to
know,
do
I'm
this.
just here.
So yeah, I felt like everybody that left here last night had a big smile on their
Mhm.
face.
Yeah.
The fellowship,
The free shirts.
the free shirts were definitely a hit.
Yep. The free food.
The free food,
The free happiness,
and
the free tears.
yeah, it was all free.
Yep.
I know. I was happy my parents got to come out
That was cool.
because they don't ever come out. Like unless
Yeah.
it's to the casino,
Mm.
they don't ever come out. But they came out and shared a meal, but they had to leave early. But it was good seeing my parents. And
Mm.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure, definitely.
Yeah, they
That
got
was
to
pretty
see you cough into the mic and scare
Oh my
everybody. Yeah, somebody's really giving a heartfelt speech. You hear Desi in the back, and then she coughs right into the mic. The bass shakes the
On the
whole
mic.
area. Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And then the music, like the music on the speakers, everybody's like, "This is the loudest music I've ever heard." We're all like covering our ears. Tatum's like, "Just let it happen. Just let
Yeah.
it happen."
just vibe out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great experience.
Mhm.
I enjoyed myself. I know everybody else here did. There's after it was done. There's like a bunch of hugs.
Mhm.
Like
Bunch of
everybody was happy to
photos,
see each
yeah.
other. Wesley Paul and them came
Yeah,
out.
people-
Carrie,
Shawnee coming out.
Shawnee. That was pretty cool. Then the gentleman that had the 33 years. I mean, he got up and gave a good testimony.
Yeah, he was
that
cracking
was
me up.
pretty. Yeah,
He was funny.
he was. And I feel like we touched on all, just about all facets of what we can provide. Like just a community that we're a part of.
Yeah.
Like everyone got a little bit of elders' wisdom. Everybody got to hear a little bit about Belinda and legend, and then the 10-year. I've known Patrice for like when you're from little towns, like everybody knows everybody.
Mhm.
So it's pretty cool to be able to give her 10-year chip.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a little bit of everything last.
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, it was
That was pretty cool. I
Gets me-
like that.
excited for the next one because I mean we got something planned in the works for hopefully a youth panel for speaker night of talking about their parents' recovery journey and getting it from their perspective.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we have a good connection with our youth in the area, to where they're open about it, and so
Yeah, they'll
you know,
come to the meeting and share.
yeah. So hopefully, it'll be something that we haven't seen before, but we all need to see, and then that'll give their perspective to see where we can improve, just as a community, like where people are lacking, or where people are thriving, and so we can highlight all those just from them giving their
Yeah,
testimonies, and so that'll be something to look forward to.
that's cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, my child says hi. Hello, Zayla, and hello, Ari, if you're watching, and
Hi,
hello to my wife,
Zayla. Hi,
Jerica.
Hi,
Ari.
girls.
Ninja girls.
Yep, Ninja Girls. Isaac said the OGs. And then Ruth says, good afternoon. Great job by all. Awesome night. Tatum says, I'm going to have an event tonight, so I'll need y'all out by 4. You don't got to say anything. Wait, what is it? Say less. There we go.
Yes.
Say
We'll be out.
less.
We'll be out by
We'll announce it right after this.
3:34.
Yeah. You ain't got to go home?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Did she really have an event?
No, I don't think
Oh.
so. Yeah.
But we'll say it
Double book.
anyways.
Yeah. We're on the stage.
One overbooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody thinks we're in charge because we're sitting on the stage. We just didn't want to move our table from yesterday. They'll be asking us all these questions. We'll be giving them answers to. No information or background
Arians
information.
having, like random people.
Yeah,
with
I've been having
cars.
people take chairs and tables and stuff. I'm like, hey, go sit over there.
R-
Yeah, letting everybody know that we got these backpacks. Belinda's telling everybody R.I.P. to the prairie dogs. That's on the backpacks. And then
Oh,
letting people with
yeah.
babies know there's bounce houses outside. Baby's 3 months old. They're like, just throw her in there. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
So,
That's, it's, good intentions.
for the bounce house?
Well, for the whole event.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised anybody came at all.
Mhm.
You
All
know,
right,
'cause
I
you
got
don't
to
get a
work.
lot of participation from the general public. So I don't know. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hating. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
My mom says, good afternoon. Happy
Good
Friday.
afternoon, Miss Thomas.
My kiddo says, when will I be back home? I love you, Dad. I love you too. I have no idea. Probably, hopefully 5. I don't know. I just work here.
Yeah,
I just show up, leave.
5:30.
Yeah, I'll just be like, this table will take care of itself.
Yeah, for sure. Well, should we get off into this reading?
Yeah, why
Do you
not?
guys have the book?
I got teams.
Okay.
All right.
Well, is it just gonna say? Oh, it
No,
says
I
the whole
The
thing.
Yeah.
whole
Cool,
novel
cool,
right here.
Cool.
All right. All right. Oh my God, let me sit up. Okay. All right. So people need to wake up. They can't hear God's voice if they're asleep. Vernon Cooper, Lumbee. Black Elk, a Sioux, talks about the hoop of many hoops. He says that above the people is a hoop, a conscience, the total belief of the people. If the hoop is sick, meaning dysfunctional, codependent, a lot of alcoholism, family abuse, violence, racism, and sexual abuse, the people can get used to this and think this is normal.
Mm.
In other words, the people are asleep. If we have left the spiritual way of life, the people are asleep. If we are giving our power to another entity, the people are asleep. In most tribes, there are coyote clans. The job of the coyote clan people is to wake the people up.
Yeah.
They need to become a nuisance and irritate the people. We must return to the spiritual walk. Oh, great spirit, keep me awake today. Let me hear the voices of our ancestors. Let me hear the voices of the grandfathers. Because everybody is doing it, it doesn't make things right. Let me hear the truth today and become a coyote for the people. Give me the courage to be willing to be different. Let me walk straight on the red road.
Oh,
Did you
well,
get
we
it?
have a coyote right here. Do you want to?
What?
Yeah. Walking coyote stands up, straight coyote,
2 legs?
sneaks around coyote. No, I'll go first if y'all don't mind.
I guess.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
All right.
Put my mic down.
Hearing, you can't listen to the creator if you're asleep. And I would have to say most of my life was in that slumber. You know what I mean? Like most of my life was spent not trying to obtain knowledge. I was the one that thought that he knew everything and knew the best for everybody. Like, not only did I want you to, not only did I want to ruin my life, but I wanted to ruin everybody else's around me, because that's just the way, like I'm just trying to survive. So when I think about like what was present in my life at that time, like I think about the history of my people, and the I think about the boarding school era, and when all of these different, like we were told that the way that we lived was wrong. They took our language. They taught us, about the Bible, and they took our ways from us and taught us that those ways were not important. Like we're never gonna make it if we hold on to those things that got us this far. And it's like, all the physical abuse, the mental abuse, the emotional abuse, and the spiritual abuse that occurred,
That happened.
yeah, that happened to my people. Like, and this is, like one of the things that really gets me is, okay, these people used to come and do these things to us, but then it became so normal that when these people that it happened to came home, we started doing it to each other. Like we don't even need these people to do these things to us.
Mhm.
Like we do these things to each other. So I think, like if it wasn't for, White Bison Inc., like if it wasn't, like always had an ideal just hearing from my own grandma about, what she had to go through, why she didn't speak our language. She understood it and she could speak it, but for some reason she didn't want to teach us. Like she would talk Cheyenne to my friends. You know what I mean? Like, but wouldn't talk it to us. You know what I mean? Like she would say things in Cheyenne to my cousins, but like us kids that lived with her, she wouldn't never like you wouldn't even think she knew it. So like I think about, like what was going on, like in the community to make a person feel that way, bad about their own ways, like, and like I feel like that's where it talks about being asleep.
Mhm.
Like we're so accustomed and that's so normal. Like that's why a lot of us don't have that connection. That's why a lot of us are lost. Because of what was going on, around us. And so today I think about my life. I think about where I come from, who I used to be, and what happened and where I am today, and it was, when I think about it, man, I feel beyond blessed. I feel beyond blessed because of just the awareness of the toxicity that was happening in my life. Like just how normal it was.
Mhm.
Like it coming from a world where, you know, uh any emotion is looked at as a weakness. And the more scandalous you were, the better off you were probably doing, like um and it becomes tough, when that's all that you're learning and that's all that you can do to survive. So today, I think about, what happened. I remember sitting next to a creek and trying to do some drugs. And I remember just thinking, like, and it's raining and I'm like under this tarp. And I feel like I don't have nowhere to go because I would rather do drugs. I had places to go, but I didn't, I thought it was disrespectful for me to be over there and be high. So I'd just be a weirdo all by myself somewhere. But, like I felt like I didn't have nowhere to go, because I was choosing to do drugs. And I remember praying, like either take me, either take me home or, or give me another chance. And like that's exactly what happened is he gave me another chance. And I feel like I got a second lease on life. Like the things that had to happen for me to hit my bottom, and I was given the gift of desperation, and because of that, I feel like today I have this awareness. When I look in my community, I don't say, "Oh man, what a piece." Like he could be doing better, or like I understand like this sickness is centered in our mind. And some people don't even realize that they're sick. You know what I mean? Because it's so normal. They're just being like everybody. They're a victim of their circumstances. Of their surroundings, and so like I guess you could say I'm woke. Yeah, I'm woke today.
You woken.
I was awoken.
Yeah. Now you wake.
Now waked up. I waked it up.
Just keep going.
Yeah. I rosen.
Yeah.
I rised.
Yeah.
But it's just, and then sometimes I think like, why me? Like there were so many of us. You know what I mean? There were way smarter people. There were way more like I felt like deserving of what was freely given to me. And like maybe a survivor's guilt, I guess, kind of creeps in. But at the same time, like if I play into that, I feel like that's playing into the sickness. So the way I look at it today is, you know, uh, I can be part of the problem or I can be part of the solution. And I choose. I feel like I'm in a place where I can always choose. I can I can do the right thing when nobody's looking. Like that's the difference between who I used to be and what I do today is I choose to do the right thing when nobody's looking. And that for some reason, I don't know, like things get easier when you get there. So I'm gonna continue, like I can't take credit for anything that's happened in my life. I gotta always say it's all been the creator. It's all been the creator. I put in the work and I let him handle the results. And where it talks about being a coyote, I know Desiree can definitely, connect on that part. So
Resonates.
resonates deep,
No.
deep within her soul, about being no. But in Wellbriety, being a coyote is somebody who when they see something wrong, like
They
they make
spark
yeah, like
change.
they awaken everybody and get their attention and are kind of like, hey, this isn't right.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like so it's like they're creating attention to something that's going on in the community, and it's not because like they want positive change.
Mhm.
So I like the idea. I like today's reading, and I'm just blessed to be here. So
Would you say Theta's one because she made you help carry stuff in?
oh yeah, definitely. She called me out. Don't be blind around Theta. Don't
She'll make you work.
Yeah, don't have no kind of handicap around Theta.
Don't be.
She'll hold it against you.
Yeah.
She'll call you fat and lazy.
Yeah. There's no thing as what disabled. It's
Yeah,
She'll make you abled.
yeah, definitely.
Start
Soon as
yelling at you.
she's already mad at me. Yeah, take this inside. You never help us carry anything in there.
You're so hurt.
Sorry for being blind, Theta.
It was that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, yeah, you got to put her on your amends list so that way you can apologize for being blind.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Theta, for being blind.
You kept calling her bullfrog. She kept getting mad about
She thought I was calling her a bullfrog.
Yeah, not
I mean,
the bullfrog.
yeah, the character off of Little Rascals, and
Where it's like,
I guess I'm
showed her
because
my
I'm old. school.
lizard.
Yeah. She thought I was calling her a bullfrog
Yeah.
because I started laughing because she was like, "Huh, eyeball." I was like, "Damn, she's getting real," like she must not know that I call myself that. Like I don't think she understands. When I meet somebody, what's up? My name's Eyeball.
Mhm.
Like I'm already calling myself that. So trying to call me that to hurt my feelings. Good luck.
Yeah, but she gave you a bag and everything to do.
I
that.
know,
You started
right?
Working that hurt your feelings.
You know what? Yeah. I'm woke now.
Yeah, I'm woken.
I've arisen. I rised up.
Yeah, so rosed.
I've been waked it up.
I don't think anybody gets anything out of these
I know.
sometimes.
They don't get it.
Yeah. All right. David Deere says, good afternoon. Wesley
go, David.
Paul says, good afternoon, relatives. Always good to hear some good words. It was good
Oh,
seeing you
oh.
yesterday. Good seeing you. My wife says she loves Theta. She's laughing at her making you work.
I know, right?
And then she called us dumb because we're making all these bullfrog jokes. Well, now I got to watch Little Rascals again.
Yeah, you gotta watch Little Rascals.
Yeah, he pulls the lizard out of his overalls.
Yeah.
And then they go zooga 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 zooga.
Right now, Theta's the mud between my toes.
Yep.
You got anything, Des?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did, but then we started.
Got off track.
Yeah. But about the meditation, it kind of reminded me of the quote they had like back when Manifest Destiny was around, and it was like kill the Indian, save the man.
Yeah.
And it also reminded me of the dude who spoke yesterday of the 33 years. He said something like, it makes the white man mad when natives are sober. And I thought that was so powerful because, you know, it reminded me of what they were saying, like save the Indian, kill the man. And that is so true. It does make like the white man so like mad when he sees a sober native, or because a sober native is a smart native, and that's what they don't want.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's what I got from the meditation.
That was good. I like that. I like that. I like, even though you said the last part wrong while ago, but yeah,
Oh.
I completely get.
Oh, I said it backwards.
Yeah, but we all
Like
understand.
stick.
Don't tell Theta that.
Just kill him and save him.
Don't
at the
tell
same
Theta
time.
that. Here, you never
You're
read
just still
anything.
mad about
I
me.
know.
This is about the meditation.
Oh.
You're not too much on my girl.
Okay. My bad. I'm just woke.
Oh, Nat says his name is Froggy, isn't it?
Froggy.
Yeah, Bullfroggy or just
Bullfroggy.
Froggy.
Yeah.
Bullfrog is his government name. Froggy is the
I
nickname.
think she was mad because you added the bull in front of the frog.
Well, I honestly thought that was his name. My bad, Theta. You know I love you, guy.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Darian. Let him have it.
Let it rip
Yeah.
like Beyblades.
Be
All
woke.
right.
Wake
All
it
right,
up.
hold on. Let me read it again because I'm over here disassociating. I think I saw this in my family with seeing how alcoholism and substance use was normalized just throughout our generations. But I saw this shift where recovery is starting to be normalized, and I can see it from the elders going down. Like they were tired of their kids tearing it, and so that kind of sparked interest. Like they would be there to help no matter what, but you know, you can see that disappointment or that sadness where they knew that they had to just wait until the time was right for their child to be healthy and well. And so I hope to see the shift of where recovery isn't needed, because now it's going to be, you don't have to go through your substance use or anything like that. You can actually just go through life sober, and that's what I hope to be the coyote about, is like we don't need that. And so I see that in our family right now. Like our kids have never seen any of their family drunk or high or anything like that, and so hopefully they can see what a normal happy family would be without substances. um, and then even if they do end up going down that path, hopefully they can see the solution to that. And so I think that that's the most frightening thing about being a parent, right? Is you want the best for your kids, but you want to let them live their life, but you know you can only do so much. But I think us trying to change what's normal will help establish that connection with the creator, because I know I lost that connection way long ago, and I'm slowly finding it back again, and then to where it's just reinforcing every day, um, just because of going through the motions, but uh, appreciating everything that's given to us, everything that happens to us,
Yeah.
everything that happens for us, because you know everything is a lesson, everything is growth. And I think you know, once we change that mindset of withdrawing from our people and withdrawing from our communities, we need to change the mindset of we need to support our communities,
Embrace them. Yeah.
embracing. And so I think Dita touched a little bit about that yesterday. Actually, she said
Yeah.
that Ever since she's been a part of our team, she's gotten back into the circle. She's gotten to see a lot of her family members that she thought um, were lost again. And then so now we're seeing more and more people come together, be excited about seeing us, be
Yeah.
excited to tell us about their sobriety. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that sticks with us is people celebrating their couple weeks, couple days,
Just because we
anything.
walked in the
Yeah,
room.
just because of that, and then they're super excited about it, and it's one of the best feelings ever. Because like
Sure.
to feel that they want to tell us means that they're proud of
They're
who they're
proud. Yeah.
becoming, and they're proud of their growth, and then we want to see them grow, and so we always try to let them know like if you guys need anything to help you along your path, we got you. And so I don't know where I'm going with this,
I
but
know exactly where you're going.
where
Home.
Bring it
not
home.
here.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
Home, Darian.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. I completely get it. Because it's crazy that I think when I first got sober, when I came home, because in California, like nobody know who I used to be,
Mhm.
and how you were saying like like people are embracing, we're embracing each other, we're seeking each other out, and we're trying to celebrate each other.
Mhm.
Well, I've been on the opposite end of that
Mhm.
in this community.
Yeah.
Like something would pop off or someone, yeah, but something would happen, and like it would always end up all bad.
Yeah.
People would get hurt, and like just walking in Walmart, like people would be like, I go that sorry, like there you go right there. Like, I mean, I've been on the opposite end of that, and it was Bun's mom, my Aunt Mary. She came up and she was like, I used to hear, like, anytime I ever used to hear your name back in the day, there was always something bad attached to it.
Mhm.
Like, because I mean, I completely get that. I'd have a lot going that was good, and if it was probably something selfish, and she's like, today I get to hear people like people want to know who you are.
Mhm.
Like people like, oh yeah, I know him.
Mhm.
Like damn, I remember when that guy used to be rugged, and like, so like I've seen it from both ends, and it's a great feeling, like the way I think of it, like I try to downplay it as much as I can, like, oh man, I'm just trying to stay sober,
Yeah.
but if somebody can see somebody like me, somebody like me who came from where I did, and to actually get a taste of sobriety and recovery, and like it is, like it's got to be God, because no human power had the, there was no human in this world that could give me the power to overcome my substance use. So
Yeah. So you went from the Jailbirds newspaper to the Tribal
yeah,
Tribune.
front page.
So yeah, getting best of both worlds.
Yeah, for sure.
Bayale says Yate, Uncle Barry, and Resi Desi.
Who
Stacy
was it?
Star, Bayale von Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Stacy Star says hello and hi, Desi.
Hey,
She
Stacy.
also says good words from me. Well, thank you. My wife says, for those who may be asleep, how or what would you say to those that don't even realize that they are asleep?
That's where the conversation about um like what we heard in St. Paul. What does wellness look like?
Medicine.
Like what does wellness, like what does it look like? Does it look like, does it look like your grandma? Does it look like a bunch of people here for a speaker meeting? Like there's so many instances where you can think of, like, what does, you ask that question, what does wellness look like? And then how does it feel? Is it a hug? Is it the feeling you get when someone tells you they love you? Is it the feeling you get after you bless yourself with cedar or sweetgrass or whatever it is, bear root or and then the five senses. What does it smell like? Does it smell like grandma's cooking? I know it doesn't smell like an ashtray. It doesn't smell like a dope house. Like it doesn't smell like alcohol. And then what does it sound like? You know, uh, is it big aunties laughing
Or small
or
aunties,
small aunties,
big uncles, young uncles,
drunkles?
drunkles.
Like what is this? What does it sound like? And then look, smell. What does it taste like? What does wellness taste like? Like if you have a person that doesn't understand maybe the circumstances that they're having to deal with, those five senses, you know, look, touch, sound, smell, taste, ask them what that wellness, how does that wellness look in their life?
Mhm.
And I think that's a determining factor to help somebody figure out, okay, like maybe I am making a bad decision.
What am I missing out of
Yeah.
life? Yeah.
Like, why is this normal? And I think that's always a great place, because I don't have vision, yeah, but all my other senses, I can definitely recognize what wellness looks like. So, like that to me, that's a basic, like that's a good starting point, to maybe ask somebody, about their wellness, because yours is different than mine, and mine is different than Dez's. You know what I mean? Like we all have three different versions of what wellness looks like.
Mhm.
But I think one thing we all have in common, I hope. Yeah.
Now I'm waiting to hear what it is.
What?
Yeah. What do we got in common?
Is that that it has something to do with love. That it has something to do with tolerance and acceptance and serenity and like all these things that you hear when you go to a talking circle, to a AA meeting, to an NA meeting. Like I think all these things are present in our daily lives. That's why we kind of can be them beacons of hope. We can be the light for somebody in their darkness. Because I think Desiree has a powerful story. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have the same issues that I have, but I think just from her own experiences, like she brings a lot to the table. And just like that's kind of just like your story.
I just use
Like
emails. That's
like
my experience.
well, every once in a while you have a good idea.
Yeah.
One that's not the robot.
Yeah. Hey, my robot's my friend.
Sure he is.
Yeah.
Now it's a he.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Just agreed to it. Yeah, sure.
but yeah, so if you ever want to have that talk, and that's an awkward talk, that's a tough talk to have with somebody.
Mhm.
You got to have time and the energy, because what if sometimes that conversation don't always go
Go with
the
the
person
right
trying
way.
to help,
Yeah.
yeah, doesn't ever may push them further into their
Mhm.
so I mean, to me, that's a simple way of helping somebody realize what wellness looks like. Look, taste, touch, like feels, like hear, like what does wellness look like to you in those five senses? So think that was
Mm.
good.
Yeah, she's gonna bake you some cookies probably for that
Oh,
answer. I'm just guessing. Manifesting. I'm manifesting.
come on, Jarika.
I'm over here breaking these chairs. I broke one yesterday.
It was
like
this
this-
one I have because it keeps moving.
Oh no, I like blew a hole in one of them.
Oh,
And then I
Ah.
started sliding. Like the whole speaker night, I was sliding down. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, I think
TMI.
it's just figuring out
Do we have any more
what
comments?
happiness looked like before, and then what it is today, and what is needed to achieve it. No, we have nothing else. So now what? Pull the audience.
That's really all I got.
Should just get Buddha on here. He walked
The
in. Maybe he's in the bounce
of
house.
love. The Buddha of love.
Mhm.
I have a good story about Buddha. One time we were giving him a ride from here to Oklahoma City, I don't know if we were going to drop him off or if we were gonna take him up there and bring him back. But we pull up to Taco Mile. You know, we're all buzzed up. You know, we had been drinking, and let's get something to eat before we head out of town. And we pull up to Taco Mile, and the girl giving us our order, Buddha like shows her like a bunch of money. What's up, girl? You want to go with us? You trying to go with us? Shoot, we go kick it. We'll go do this. We'll go, we'll go do whatever you want, girl. Come on. He's like, what time you get off? She was like, at like 6, and it's like 3 o'clock. He's like, just climb through the window. Come on. And she was like really thinking about it. Like, no, I better not. I better not. Oh, you almost had her climb through the window just to come and hang out with a bunch of nerds.
Must have been a slow day at work. It must have been a slow day.
That's kind of fun we used to have.
Just a
Making
normal.
people crawl out windows.
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
Yeah, normal Tuesday
Yeah.
afternoon. Yeah,
3 o'clock.
it's still daylight out.
Yeah. Shot, already shot. Well, that's all I really got. Do y'all have anything else?
I don't know. Let me see.
My eye is
Oh, Belinda wants to show off her new thing.
oh,
All right, you gotta show the
I
camera.
wish I could see it.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Oh, she's not gonna share it.
No, I can see it now.
It's on the ground.
She fixed it.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, like, share, follow. Tell your mammy about us. We will see you Monday.
Yeah.
So, if you need school supplies, you're trying to get, a physical, you need, do they have dental here?
I don't think they do today.
No dental, but, there's a lot of programs
Bounce
that'll be
house.
here till 5, 6 possibly.
Yeah, there's glizzies.
3 hot dogs. Come on out. Come check us out.
Oh, my mom says anyone going out to Indian Hills powwow today?
I'm going tomorrow. I think Mingo and Carmelo are going out
Yeah,
there. today.
Mingo I think is gonna be there all weekend. He
I
loves
can't go until tomorrow. Well, I got my eye dilated at my eye appointment.
I just don't. I just
So-
don't wanna go.
Everybody's blurred.
Yeah. You got everybody scaring Barry.
Yeah, sneaking around.
Yeah. As he's hearing Barry's deepest, darkest secrets. That
I was
he's
over
coming
here
out.
trying to talk to Desiree, and I turn around and he goes, "She's gone." And I'm still talking.
Yeah. Full on conversation.
Get her a
for
bail.
reply. Yeah, been great. Been an adventure.
But yeah, so I guess we'll see you Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I hope.